Home to rainbow trouts, lake trouts, and the occasional stories of the one that got away, this is the Jacko Club's lake in Wells, British Columbia. Located just off of the highway on the way to Barkerville, the lake is also home to an annual fishing derby. A derby that's been on since, well, no one really knows. From what we do know though, the derby has recently been named after Stevie Brown, a beloved Wells Legion member who died a few years ago. Stevie was also the man who started the derby on the Jack.
Today is the Steve Brown Memorial Fishing Derby, and everyone loved old Stevie, and he was a character, but he loved to fish. Yeah, that's the rumor about him, is Steve Brown was a fisherman.
Stevie Brown was a longtime Legion member, spent most of his time on the executive board and other positions within the Legion. About 2008, Stevie Brown passed away, and fishing was one of his passions.
Like most legends, Stevie didn't leave behind a lot of evidence of his existence, save for the passion that drives these men to continue a tradition he started. Held every year over the Labor Day long weekend, the tradition has stood strong through everything from bad weather to advisories against eating the trout due to pollution from mine tailings. Looking at the turnout at this family event, you can be sure that Stevie's watching over them all, happy that they took the bait and stayed the course through it all.
I think this is an excellent lake to fish in. Out in the middle of the lake, it's about 160 to 220 feet deep in places.
Here you find rainbow trout, lake trout, dolly varden or bull trout. Fairly deep lake, upwards of 200, a little bit over 200 feet.
There's more.
Whether you're spinning, fly fishing, or bait casting, whether you're fishing off the shoreline or even near the center of the lake, there's a good chance you'll either catch something or experience tranquility at a whole new level.
The beauty about living up here in Wells is, you know, I can't go to a place and not find a fish somewhere. Pulled a 1.5 pound lake trout out last night. I've had a bunch of 2-3 pounders online here the last week or so.
A registration fee for $20 for adults, $15 for youth, and $5 for kids, and a little bit of patience is probably all you need to get started.
My sort of thing is to, you know, use a spinner or a spoon and put a worm on it and throw it way out there and slowly drag it into the deep water, and you find that drop off and just try to walk the lure up there, and often they're sitting right at that drop off waiting to come up and bite whatever they see.
I use a small river rod. A light or medium weight rod, small line. I'm not fishing for bigger fish. If I was running for bigger fish, I'd use a heavier rod, heavier line, get a little bit deeper in the water.
And as the old saying goes, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a Joey or a Corey to fish and they'll probably
put it in the frying pan or battering it and getting nice fried fish, or smoking. I like to smoke fish. I can pickle fish.
The fishing's good. The fish fight hard. The smaller rainbows up to 2 pounds are really tasty fish.
9.30 ounces.
The grand prize at this derby is $100 for the biggest lake trout. Given the relatively smaller turnout at this Labor Day event, chances are that everyone who comes here walks out a winner.
One guy was driving out to Bowron today to go fishing, and he drove by the sign and he turned around and came back and he said, you know, why fish at Bowron when I can get the same fish up there and maybe win a cash prize or something like that. So,
for Go on Shaw TV, I'm Anand Chandy.